All right. We're looking at everything. 6 seconds. It takes about 6 seconds for it to go live. So I guess I'm about a 6 second delay. I guess that's why it takes a little while for it to kick in. So I just gotta watch until it says 6 seconds, and I'll just be like, "What up?" One thing is learning. I got this program not so long ago. So we've already covered EQ. We've covered compression. Let's talk about like spatial separation because that's a very, very key element. I would love to show you the BFT drums, but of course in music decided to buy it and they, kind of boo-fooed it for a while, and then they boo-fooed it more, and then they boo-fooed it some more, and then they said, hey, we got it fixed. And I'm like, really? You got it fixed? And they're like, yeah, but you got to reinstall it and replace all your instances with our new boo-foo plan. One last screw you before, we move on to BFT4. At least we got the system working for you. You can't complain about that. We get you not coming to BFT4, but at least we can give you your program back. You are going to have to erase everything and start all over, but that's, I'm not upset. I'm not angry about it at all. I'm not mad that they took my favorite part of mixing and mastering away from me and really screwed it up really, really bad, and then gave it back to me. But now the last 2-3 years since they've been working on it, whatever I've done since they've been working on it was about 2-3 years. I just have to redo it, just have to bring another instance and all these routing and things like that and plugins that I have, all the settings and stuff like that I have for us, and however many times I've done this. Gotta reload those in. It's not a big problem. It's only a problem for me. It's not a problem for them, it's not a problem for them because they've got money to make. And so, as long as their system works fine for them and the new people coming along, who cares about people who have been here since BFT2? I'm not mad. You're mad. I'm not mad. So we're going to talk about spatial separation. I'm not. Not at all, man. No, we want to mute you. Best software ever made. We want to mute you. So separation. With, I should put a compression cheat sheet on the last one. So with separation, it's all to taste. Let's give a quick little listen and see what's going on. Can't see any comments. I'm sorry about that. Now this is the bass, and I hope the camera's still on. Traditionally speaking, you want the bass up the center because there's a lot of power in the bass. And basically by putting up the center, it splits the load between the two speakers as well as putting it right here in the center. And if you have a sub like a 2.1 or 5.1, whatever, it centers it in the center. The sub will suck all the crossover frequencies to it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, so it's more common to keep the bass right here because if you put it in one of the sides, it tends to draw power from those speakers. Now, I was talking that last one about how you can put this up the center. Again, it's your music. You do what you want to. No one can tell you it's wrong. So if your song goes like this, that's how your song goes. That's not wrong. Is it wrong? Is that wrong? I don't know. Oh, that sounds better. Okay, if that sounds better, then use that. But if it doesn't, it's not right or wrong. It's just better or worse. And keep that in mind for future if you need something to change things up a bit. I'm tired of fucking everything coming the same fucking way, because you will. Depending on how much you work, you'll get tired of doing the exact same thing. And then you start getting like me, where you start collecting a bunch of plugins to do things in different ways. So that way you're not just doing the same, reaching for the same plugins over and over. Did that sound wrong? bring in the rest of the stuff. So let's find out if it sounds wrong. Maybe that's just a little too wide. Let's try like like this one over here. There's definitely over there. 42. Let's bring it back in about 29. It's definitely kiltered over there. We'll put you on 29 in the other direction. Is that wrong? No? Could you split this into like this is the same track? It's the same. If you're watching the other ones, this is the same bass track. It's just been it's just been cloned, just been copied. And the reason it doesn't phase is because of the fact that, one, they're the same track, but I run this through the amplitude and change the sound. So I can turn that off. This isn't how I did the song. I'm just showing off the. Okay, now on the consoles like this, they have compressors built in often. Let's go 125. Cool. Compression section right there. Let's go ahead and reset. Put it back in the center. You know what? Let's do that splitter thing I was talking about so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Where's splitter? Splitter. Anyone else? No? All alone? All alone. All alone. All alone. Dirt Clawed Fight is the motherfucking shit. Dude, why aren't you moving? I guess you gotta move this down. Okay, you gotta move that down. That's what the problem is. Move yourself, sonny. Now go to splitter and see what happens. Alright, so that's going to the BX console. We got a console on the left. And then we're going to do a console on the right by just copying and pasting that over there. Hit reset, okay, and choose a different channel. Click here, choose a different channel. Hey, 22, that's pretty cool. I love 22 in case you didn't know. That's my favorite number. So, there's got to be a way to adjust the panning so that one of the splitter, where's the splitter? Is there a way to left and right at? This should be already channel split. Mute output, no. Let's see, okay, it is definitely excellent. I can show off what I'm talking about. They sound the same. Find a good compression scheme. It's non-centered. With a good compression. Okay, I guess we can just visual eyeball it because it does have the compressor right there. Compression monitor right there. So it's just compression without the actual scope to watch it and see what happens. See if I can get out of the way. I'm probably in the picture on right. Not too bad. I'll get out of the way though. There's no reason to have much to do with face in there. Alright, so. Dude. No. That's okay, I'm on the wrong window. Okay, there we go. Okay, good thing I did that because I can close that out so we don't get that. Okay, threshold is working. Release. Put on auto release because the computer can handle it way better than I can. Run things through. The ratio is at about 4.2. Hardening. I like a softening on the base so it doesn't hit it so hard. Mix at 100%, but you can from nothing to. Okay, we get about 6, so let's make out about 4. Because it's not always at 1.6. Yeah. This one's going to be hitting a little bit harder. Probably not quite balanced. I'm sorry about that, but I'm not really spending as much time as I normally would. This is just kind of an exampling. From an order to wider base. That's just coming below the 40 rumble, and now let's go to like I would actually probably cut below there. That's not even an EQ. Not on you. We want some differences between the two sides, so that way you can and that's where EQ can come in. You can find out where this one's kind of lacking at on this side. I'd probably wager about 5, almost 6. 1.5 would be some pick attack. Okay. Let's get some of the fat in there. About 100. There's some more bass frequency there. So let's get a little bit of that mid 4. Grab that more. Grab more just in one little area. Gotta be a little classy, clean it up a little bit, you know? Clean your consoles from time to time. You're gonna get virtual dirt all over your fucking console, man. That's gross. What are you doing? What site? I'm not the only one that goes to those sites, but what are you doing that is getting on your console in there? It's between you and God, man. That's got nothing to do with me. Alright, so 100, we're gonna give it a little boost right there. We're hitting the overlay to that little there. It's really pulling over that way. So what we'll do is pull the other one and mimic. So that one boosts around 100. Let's do a little bit of a cut. This one, let's do around 450. So you're pulling over that way again. Because you're trying to make a difference where it can tell that there's a difference between the two and your attention is drawn. But you're boosting different frequencies. And this is pretty dramatic things. I just wanted to give it a quick example of how I probably would make this dramatic. I gotta balance it back out. But the thing is, when you bring in the I think this has Must have been pissed or something, because I hit that fucker hard. Where's the high shuffle? I don't want a high shuffle, I want a high pass. Well, you know, this would be a good time to show off. Exactly. That would be a great time to bring this back here and show off a multi-band compressor and what that would be good for. So we've got a little bit of a fatter signal coming on this side, right? So we switch over to this one and make sure it's not hitting you guys too hard. I want to hit you with the fat bass, but not the one that's going to blow anything up. Okay, so let's take a listen. We can just solo just that. Am I on the right one? Yeah. Where are you? Multi-band? There. Oh, it's not turned on. Where we want the switch to be. We know from the, let's go ahead and stop this real quick. I had that one EQ cheat sheet. Take a quick look and see where we should boost and what we should do. Why not? I mean, if you're going to do it, might as well not do it right, but find out. I mean, these are just kind of facts of what these things are. So, that, I mean, what's the harm in actually learning some of this stuff here? So, bam. What are you doing now, dude? Okay. So, there we go. That's what I wanted anyways. Whole mix, bass, treble, bass, those mids. And so I would consider bass to be anything probably from here, the mids to be anything around, yeah, and then highs. So something like, you know, between there and there would be mids, and this would be all high, since it's mid-highs. 5, yeah, 5 and above, and then, yeah. So we want to boost around, you know, somewhere in these frequencies and see what's going on. This would be technically the 500 be considered mud, so we don't want that. We want it to be bass, so, you know, below 500. Let's see what's going on. We're at 100, and that says there's some fundamentals down there, right? Yeah, sub, and then bass is 100 to 200. So why don't we put the 150? Yeah, fuck it, let's put 200 and see if that brings everything in the bass down there, because we have low, mids, and highs. So let's get that to 250. Fuck it, 300. High pass. Got everything full 42. Actually, full. So there we go. Ratio 4, attack. That's good. Getting good signal there. Again, these are all to taste. How do you know? It'll sound good to you. That's how you'll know. You're controlling the ship, man. So, steer away, Captain. A good thick sound. Pardon me. So what would be considered highs? For the bass, I would say probably anything over 1.5. But let's go, yeah, that's good. That gives us something to grab into, because if it's too high, it's got nothing to grab into. And you can dig into this, obviously. So let's... Okay. It's the little bit higher, so let's bring it up a little bit more so we can grab it a little bit better. There we go. Hold on to those a little bit longer so they can cut through the bass. Okay. Link, don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about the boost right now. Actually, I want these kind of gone, so let's go ahead and not release them at all. That's gonna give me the most play there. No, once it goes through, I want to let it go through. Not as much through there. And then I'm going to leave this down and bring up the mids. That's when I would bring in some bass to, but again we're trying to tame the dynamics so that we don't peak out, we don't, you know. Some room to make sure you have some headroom, output ceiling, just give yourself a little bit extra. At this stage right here, why not? You know, give yourself a little bit of headroom. We can use a little bit of headroom. I don't want to save that. So, are we on compression? I probably meant, this is probably supposed to be about separation, isn't it? I'm still on the fucking one about compression, aren't I? Don't smoke and sit. Yeah, I think it is about separation. So that did actually get some separation there with EQ. So that was the first thing we did there, as you can hear. And it can get more dramatic, as we showed. Which one's this? See? However much you want to stress between the two differences. just like a crown on top of the, there's like a fundamentals of the bass, and there's like a little crown that sits on top that kind of describes what's going on below that you can more feel. You get the best of both worlds. The other option is to pan. What happened to you, guy? There you are. Alright, so. I don't know why she's not panning. Maybe they really want to pan. So that's good enough to start panning. It's rather annoying. What happens when we bring them both in the center? I guess I can't go in the center, can I? Why is it weaker? Is there like a phase or something on there? No, no phase on that one. No phase on that one. But these. No phase. No phase. For some reason they don't want to go left and right. That's alright. I should have stopped. Head crusher. This is a pretty good saturation. I just bring it on there. It doesn't have to be on there. Let's see. It sounds more tearing. I like the tearing sound. It's there, but it's not. The other option would be to put on like a compressor or limiter or something like the last bit there for me. Again, this is not the right way. This is how I do it. I use an L2 maximizer usually, but to keep things from getting stale, I decided to use a saturation knob to try and do that instead, and to get the same kind of effect. And it kind of got this. I'm like, sure, I can do that. We're gonna have to decorate a little bit, but I mean, let's go ahead and take a look, because we can't just have everything panned in the center. We'd have to have a. I like making it where you try to bring the levels up to where, again, like I said, the levels and panning and stuff like that. So as you bring in the different elements at a quieter volume of mixing, which then I'm doing, I want it to be loud so that it can translate across. Normally, I would mix. It sounds louder to me, but I would be mixing at a volume like this. The reason being, if I can't hear it that volume, what good is hearing it at a louder volume? Start with the drums. If I can't hear that kick drum kicking at this volume, I'm gonna keep working. If it gets lost in the mix, I gotta keep working until when I bring it down to this volume, because listen to your favorite music. Bring it down to this volume, you can still hear everything clear. When you bring it all up, of course, it literally does. My dad, I love that, because it wasn't me that came up with it. Like, we're out in the band room, and Scott, our bass player, like I said, he studies all these magazines about audio tech and stuff, and he's way more into it than me. It's awesome because I could actually talk to him about a lot of this stuff, and he probably laughs at how little I know. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool that you did it that way. Because he actually went to school for it. Mxing and whatever. That's because he did so good. He's so good that there's a band called American Tragedy, and they had a song a while back that he mixed their album when they were going by quarter five, and they got picked up by Sony. They put out one album, and so he's sitting there and he's waiting, sitting around, and the phone rings. It's fucking Sony Music. Like, is this Scott? Like, yeah. The one who mixed American Tragedy? Like, yeah. And he was expecting the next thing to be like, hey, we're trying to get them signed and stuff, so what do we need to do for, like, are they signed to you, or what? And he's like, he's getting ready for that, and they're like, you want a job? And my man said, no, I still have to go to school and learn what the fuck I'm doing. And he did. He went to school. He just said no to working at Sony and went to school and learned how to do it so he could have his own fucking studio. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Dude's badass, man. I love that dude. But, oh yeah, things are popping nicely. It's been years, dude. Years of pain, and it's starting to pop at the end. So, yeah. As far as panning and stuff, are we actually, I should probably put this and find out which one we're actually doing. What are we doing today, huh? What are we doing today? What are we even doing now? If this gets in your ear, I'm going to go ahead and mute this so it doesn't come through. All you hear is my voice. Where are you at? Where are you at? Come on. Boom. Alright, so let's mute that guy, mute that guy. Just remember to unmute them later on. So hopefully this doesn't come through to you guys. He's really watching himself. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm doing. Spatiality. Okay, so that's all I need to do, spatiality. Alright, I just, you gotta get spatial to get spatialities. And so I think I might have overdone the spatialness. So we got spatial depth that's going on. I just want to make sure before I start going into this next thing, which is it's a really cool thing. So, another option is chorus. There are many, many, many different types of chorus out there. There's like vintage choruses. I'll just pull up a couple. We're here. Let's do this. Plug-in Alliance. No, yeah, Plug-in Alliance does have some, but those are more like the Deer VR. Those are fucking cool, like 5.1 surround stuff and shit. It's fucking sick, dude. And this can do like 5.1. It can do Dolby Atmos. It can do all that stuff. So I would need the right monitoring, and I really want to do an album where I have the same. I got BFD in the MIDI, and so the drum kit on the front will be the main primary drum kit. The drum kit that'll be going in the back will be another BFD. It's a backup kit to make the reinforce the sound of the front. The guitars and everything will be on but there's going to be two different mixes. So if you go to the back of the room, I want it to be like in a big room. So if you go to the back of the room, there's a clear mix, but it's mostly backup vocals. It's not really got the lead vocal in there as much. You know what I mean? And then it's also got like different sounding guitars doing different chord structures and stuff. So that's back there. As you walk to the very front of the stage, that's how the song you hear on the radio. And then just in the middle, you get both songs mixed together. Just don't tell anybody unless they figure it out. I'm like, oh, fuck, what? This is not on the radio. That's like, there's a snare drum hit me in the back of the head. What the fuck is this? This is live music, my friend. This is how it was always meant to be. Surround. Like when you do a pan guitar, it's just like, true all the way around you. That'd be so cool. Because this has the ability to adjust the shape, and you can do Dolby Atmos and have it like literally spinning around your head and then come in like right close, like it's like sitting in it'll sound binaurally like it's sitting between your eyes, man. It's fucking crazy. Alright, so PreSonus has Flanger, that's a good one. They also have Chorus. Just see that right there. I showed this one off the other day when we were making space. Let's go ahead and do it anyways. Refract, another chorus, and then I'll pull up No, it's not RDT. That was RDT. What is that one? Abbey. No, it's not Abbey Road either. I mean, it's from Abbey Road, but it's, if I can just go to waves, I'll find it quicker by just going down the waves. Real ADT. Missed it by a lot. So, we'll get to you guys slowly but surely, one by one. Hitting up my sleeve. One by one, hitting up my sleeve. Ow. Why are you doing me like this? Don't do me like that. Okay, yeah, you're already there. Good. Okay, so chorus is off, and let's go to flanger. There's no fucking rules, man. I love music. There are no rules. There's just techniques. So anyone showing you like how to, I'd watch them. I definitely would watch them so you can learn the industry standard way, and then realize that that's not all you can do. Once it's in your possession, there's no one to stop. There won't be like police coming over. Did you turn that threshold knob? That's a bass. No one's gonna do that. Go ahead and try it. No one's gonna stop you. No one's gonna, and if you make a mistake, what if I make a mistake? There's this button. Oh, this one doesn't have one. We usually have like one. There's default. See, there's all these different ones. But there's default, and it would set it back to normal. Boom. And then everything's reset. Who did all that work? Well, you can always A-B it, and then like on B, you do a lot of work and stuff, and then leave A untouched, and then we can swap between the two and listen to. And if you think A sounds pretty good, you can switch over to B, and B won't be touched. If you have a better, like let's say they have theirs, boom, on bass on that, and then on B, see it straight up, so you can make your own. And is this the one? I don't see NBC. Okay, this is on the wrong channel. Why are you guys tied together? You shouldn't be tied together. There we go. Where is NBC? Where's the plugin? It's on some weird channel that I don't know of. Okay, where's NBC? Oh, it might be this one right here. It's not activated, isn't it? No, it's on. Screw it, I'm not gonna mess with you. Okay, that is the one. Durr. Alright, so you can't just default one, it defaults to the whole thing. Oh well. But yeah, you can even try like different, boom, like bass 1. Bass high. Did it do both though? Yeah, it's not doing. It shouldn't do both. Anyways, but yeah, you get the idea. You can try them and sample between the two. It didn't do it right there. Not cooperating. Oh well, but you can do that and sample between the different. Some of them have like multiples, 4 or so, and you can keep testing out and seeing everything else again, trying it on and turning it on and off. Again, is it right or wrong? That depends on if you like the sound. Did I turn the volume down on this? I probably did. No, there it goes. Make sure that's coming out the pipeline. No, it's not, because I am stupid and forgot to unmute all that. So it's not been playing at all, has it? No. Dude, stop it. Unless it has and I hit that spacebar and turned it off. I really hope that's what happened, because it wouldn't play when I hit spacebar, so I'm hoping it was muting the... That is a possibility. If I play it back and it's been muted this whole time, I'm gonna be fucking pissed, dude. I tell myself not to do that. The other one's not muted, so I don't see why I'd leave one. I guess that's possible. Anything's possible. Who cares? No, we're not getting a strong signal there. Let's go ahead and... about how I was mixing at a quiet level, didn't I? Yeah. So let's check that off there. Another option. Flange. Best number of voices. You can go to doubler. Is this on the right one? No, that's on the wrong one. That's not hitting too hard. This is great. You want to define it. You don't want to overpower. You want either one overpowering. I'm not saying I can do it. I'm just saying that's my goal when I'm mixing, especially like not right now, but when I'm actually focused. I'll use my monitor speakers. I have I'll show you this. I can turn that on and it sounds like I'm mixing in that room because it has an EQ, Audio Technica. ATH M40FS. That's these headphones. This is free. You need to go to, who makes this? Acoustica. Have a bunch of free stuff. So, worth the checkout. They have a bunch of, I did a video that shows like all the different headphones. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, Derek? Okay, cool, man. Sorry if I'm replying late, but I'm just doing. I used to keep this kind of close so that I can't see it. When it pulls up, it goes pretty jaggedy. I'm gonna do a poll. Why not? Start a poll. Do you understand compression? Yes, no. Fern going. Okay, there's 4 options of do you understand compression. The poll has started. Wrong answers only, please. Wrong answers only, please. I always wanted to do like a contest when I was doing Cheap Gear Guy because I like to help people out. And so I wanted to do a contest where giving away to support the person's got the best sob story, you know, the best genuine sob story. But, and a very close prize to that, the best fake sob story. I want to hear about dragons fucking kidnap your grandma. You know what I mean? I want you to go ahead and wow me with how fucking fucked up your life is. The best fucked up fake life. So just don't bother the people that actually have, like, you know, they're putting in their sob story. I'll try to confirm as much as I can. That was the thing I was going to do. I still would like to do it. I don't know where I get prizes from. You know, I might just, you know, you are the KIND listener of the... I'm going to do a whole video on what KIND is. But, you know. So, there's a whole method to my madness. It really is. And you gotta have like the information out there before, you know, because especially if there's gonna be a lot of independent stations running themselves. Just even if there's just a spirit, you know what I mean? It didn't have to be named KIND, but it's just as long as the spirit's out there, we can take back the music industry. They won't get a goddamn dime. We control the talent. Shouldn't the talent be more in touch with the producers than with the fucking... the engineers? The talent should be in touch with the engineers. Not the money guy in another fucking state telling them what they should do or should not do in the studio. Make it sound like this, do that, make a couple radio friendlies. Fuck you. You should be making art, not money. The reason why you're not supposed to go over like 14 lufs is not because of any problem with the loudness or blowing speakers. Because I pull in negative 10 lufs on my mix, on my main mix without all the time. Check some of my mixing tutorials. I'm pulling in negative 1 decibels, negative 8.9 lofts, and like a 6-7 dynamic range. They tell you that to keep it quiet so that way they can mute you for the commercials. The commercials can be louder. KIND doesn't have fucking commercials, so we go as loud as we fucking want to go. And if that's louder than commercial recordings, which it is, because commercial recordings still obey we gotta leave this headroom for commercials. Because they're not worried about making anything besides money. I'm doing this all, I've already have internet. I already have all the shit. OBS is free. I'm already recording. I have a PreSonus interface that does it. I have a computer. I have a webcam. I have time in my hand. Why not do a DJ show where I broadcast music? Well, I could also show what I know about music, including a couple lessons on how to get started on guitar, bass, and or drums. Very simple, rudimentary, because I'm self-taught, so I don't want to be like, oh, this is how you do it. Again, no, this is how you do it. This is how you can do it. Well, yeah, it's not the right way. It's not the right way. Then how come I have 11 goddamn albums? 11. How come I can work on different shit? Totally out of my wheelhouse. PreSonus had a contest for the Give to Get thing. It was like a dance track. Dude, that ain't me. I still delivered though. I think I delivered a pretty good thing, a pretty good performance. I don't necessarily like the song, but I was really excited about the fact that I tried something new, and I got it. And last thing I'll say before I get out of here is about 53 minutes. I got a chance to work with Ian James. Fuck yeah. I haven't got a chance to actually work with Ian James, but he sent me tracks and stuff. And my bro Chris is an intermediary between Mr. James and myself. And so Chris used to run Christian's Cosmic Corner on Mxing Radio. They're still pumping around. Actually tonight, man. Tonight at 8. We've got, I was always tuning in stuff, so I was sharing and stuff, but tonight it's 222. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's my, I said I like twos, and here it is. Just so, if it was the 2nd of the 22nd of February, oh, that's when Mark Lanigan died. I don't want to take anything away from that, so I miss Mark. Alright, so, sorry, Mr. Lanigan. He doesn't like the name Mark, so, old Lanigan. Yeah. You hear that shit? That's gonna crack, and when it does, I might actually have some, less pain. Maybe I'll feel this arm better. It goes numb from time to time. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about, but we're going to wrap it up here because it's not about compression or EQ or anything about mixing, I don't believe. It was just rambling. I was probably done with the thought anyways, who cares? I'm going to smoke another one. Let's see how many I got. reverb, delay. We did chorus and stuff. You know, I didn't cover a few things. Let's go over a few things with Plugin Alliance. Because, I mean, they have a really great, for $15 a month, they have like 190 plugins. Get rid of that, remove. Multi-flanger, remove. Console, we did that one to do audio. And we'll get that splitter out of there too. Remove. Now, refract. This one's free. Arturia. I was going to bail out, but I mean, we'll just do a quick little. Just some of the things that I can do, and I think we do. I didn't show this off necessarily. I did show it, but I didn't show exactly what we could do. Okay. So this is based off of a piece of gear that supposedly is at Abbey Road. I'm not sure if it is. I don't know if it's just one or if it has both, but it's a tape machine emulation. I think they have like 2 different ones, and they just combine the 2 together. So you have lots of stuff you can do here, like you can adjust the pan, you can adjust this is the dry. Let's see if we can just go ahead and bring this down. This is like having 2 tape decks. You have the main signal for the center, which you can mute, you can phase. Then you have these over here. You're gonna go to 0. Go, and then they have their own pan controls. And for bass, it's a bit too far. I'd probably do something more like this to try and keep the keep it stereo, but keep it from going too far out of the. Now, if you want to set up a difference, you can always go. Sorry, this must be 0. Instead of distorting the outside, you're kind of distorting the top end of the inside. That's an idea. I just thought of it just now. I've never tried before. What I usually do would be to completely mute that. Hits the sync. So now we're in time with the thing. Now whatever I have for the range, I double the rate. And I try to reverse them on the other ones that they're doing the opposite thing. So 3, 6, and then I probably go 6 and 3. So this one goes 3 in the rate of 6, and this one goes the range of 6 and the rate of 3. See how that, so it gives it more separation. If I want some. Excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and put in a EQ to further example. No, you. Once I find a good ratio, I'm going to say that it is, but once I find a good ratio, I tend to lock them together. When I move one, so when I bring the drums in, I like how the bass is balanced there. So I'll bring it down, and then bring the drums in, and then bring this in to match the drums to where it sounds good. If I can't hear one, the other. You know what I mean? So they just kind of travel together. And then again, this one again, you can mute stuff as the drums are going. Okay, that's not in the way because there's no sounds in there that are in the way. That's kind of going in the mid section, so we can probably cut that, some of that out of there. You know, make it put in a. And then, just to give it a little bit, sub-filter when I need bass. You're my friend, sub-filter. Sub-sequencer is better. It's called sub-sequence, I prefer to do mostly kind of mono stuff on the low, middle. And that way it stays focused. I don't have to worry about monoizing anything. So a plugin like this or R bass works fucking great. Pardon my fucking language. Buy its effects, that's free. I got that for free. I tried out. No, that wasn't free. There is a free version of that. I didn't have a whole bunch in it. This is the one, yeah. THU. I got that. It came free, and then they had a thing where if you buy $30 worth of plugins, I bought like a pack or two that gave me like a bunch more stuff than the THU came with, and it was supposed to unlock a bunch of stuff. And I wrote them and asked them. That's what the letter was like. Yes, we're waiting on a representative to respond to your reply. Has this been helpful? No, it's been at least a week and a half, man. And no one's getting back to me. It's not helpful. Jackwagon. So, yeah. But yeah, anything that's like kind of mono, easy to use, sub-synth. That one is a beast, but I put that on the bus. Oh, it's so good. I love this thing. Oh, it's just good to look at. because you know how much just rumbly goodness is in there. So let's check it out. I don't even want that on here, do I? No, I want that on this one. Doofwagon. What can you come up with? Just jackwagon, doofwagon. Spunk monkey. Oh, what's this? Subfilter. Okay, that's already got the fucking... What? What did I do? Did I mess up? I messed up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Edit. Boop. There we go. Now we're back in business. We just need this one on and that one there. Everything's right. Everything's fine. That's it. I smoke a little too much. Just say. Oh, did I mention that this is free just for going to this one? Just go to Plugin Alliance. It's one of the 19 that you get for free. Nope, not paid by them or sponsored by them, but I believe in a good deal when you can get one. I got the $15 one at 10, and since I have it, I figured I could review. I used to do reviews all the time, and so I figured I could review it along with others. If I was paid by them, I wouldn't be showing you this amp logger, because they have tons of amps and stuff. I wouldn't be showing, that's Plugin Alliance. This is someone else entirely, Softtube. I'm not sponsored by nobody. I'm not saying I'd say no, but I would. One of the stipulations is I gotta be able to use what I fucking want to do to get things done. Okay, so that adds a little bit of bass in there, but that's not what we're really here for. But it shows you can do stuff like that. Now, for separation, you would want something like this. This is another one that comes with Plugin Alliance. This is Fielder Stage Audio. Now let's go ahead and listen to it without it on. No, we don't want to browse. Analog Lab, that's free from Arturia. And this one, Soundware, I believe, has a pack that's free, like the original, like Octane and Silo and stuff. I think they have a new version that's not much expensive. It's like $20, if even that much. It's like pretty badass for their. It's hella worth it. Hella worth it. Get some of that bass out there, so you're not competing with. You see? That pops something. I don't know if you heard that. How would it have to be to shrug your shoulders and damn near break your back? Because I think I just passed that age. Yeah. It's broken. It's broken. It's pretty cool. Tell me more, tell me more. See, all these things are designed to give you more width and space. It's already wide. Take it to 11. Tweak knobs until it sounds right, man. Just do stuff. There's no rules. Never be afraid to pull up a preset. Chorus. Get you in the ballpark. That's better. Too much pulse. Why could it be brighter? Now it's more of an effect, and you'll feel it back there. Whoa, 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 whoa. And every now and again, like, you know, if you do something like take some soy lecithin, that's the kind of stuff you pick out. And you've heard a song a million times. And you take some soy lecithin, at least the first time you do it, it helps with the brain function. It helps a lot with brain function. It helps with pod absorption. It does a lot of stuff. Lecithin is a really good one. I use Prevagen from time to time. Not Prevagen. Nuriva. I take one like every other 2 or 3 days or so, you know? So I'm not taking too much of it. And, yeah, it just helps with brain functioning and stuff like that. When I need it, you know, especially if I'm going to go right, something like that, I use a lot of lecithin, a lot of Nuriva, and coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. And, you know, tally ho. That's, there's lots of other ways. There's stereo wideners. Let's see if I got one stereo. Can't live without my stereo. Anyone? Anyone out there? Anyone else can't live without the stereo? Huh? It wasn't just me and LL, right? Was it? I can't see it, but you can go ahead and sign off if you can't live without your radio. Do you even know what I'm talking? You know what's funny? Okay, so I used to record the MTV Raps because I didn't always get a chance to watch it. But, man, Ed Lover. I used to watch that shit all the time, dude. And, so, I mean, I listened to everything. Headbangers Ball, you know, whatever. 120 minutes. I mean, this is before grunge broke and stuff. And so I would record, whatchamacallit, if I missed anything. Also, I could fast forward over the commercials. Fucking hate commercials. Yeah, sorry. Does it show that I fucking hate commercials? I fucking hate commercials. So, so much so I don't have any on my goddamn channel. If there are any on there, I didn't put them on there. YouTube put them on there, and fuck them for being able to get money off my shit. I should do that. I should do like, because I've gotten copyright infringements, but I think it just would prohibit you from being able to monetize it. So if I put over 15 seconds of a song that I covered, I technically wouldn't be playing one of their songs. It would still be a cover, but I couldn't monetize it, so therefore they couldn't monetize it either. Okay, I told them not to fuck with me. I told them not to fuck with me. We'll see how long this goes, man. I told them not to fuck with me. Alright, so I might have to end this. I'll do it at the end so that no one has to suffer through. Oh, I could start at the beginning. Holy shit, yeah, because I always have music to wait for people to get in. Just make sure it's over 15 seconds. Can't be monetized. No fucking commercials for you. Of course, YouTube will probably break the rules. Like, it doesn't count for us. We can put any commercials we want, do anything we want to, because we're YouTube. A new fucking broadcast goes out, like, you know, we reserve the right to put commercials on whatever we want to. Like, the last time I bitched about them putting commercials on my fucking channel. So I'm not affiliated. I'm not signed up. And then, like, about 2-3 days later, mass email to everybody. We reserve the right to put fucking commercials on. I'm like, Why didn't you send this to me before? As long as I wasn't signed into, as long as I signed in mine, I didn't see commercials on my videos. As soon as I checked it under my wife's, ex-fiance's, to see if I wanted to show her, like, hey, you gotta check out the new video. The fuck is this? What's a commercial? No, yeah, I know. I love you, honey. But how dumb. Like a rock, Ford Chevy built like a tree. What the fuck is this? It's a commercial. Yeah, I did not think of that. What did I think of that? It's an advertisement, sir. It's an advertisement. You do know it's not directed at you, right? Anyone? Anyone? No one? Yes? No? I don't know. Plugins. What are you doing? What are you doing? No one said, but there's a flanger. There's a free flanger in case you want the free flanger. Remove that. Let's find some guitar or something, do something different than the basses. Just to mix it up. Just to shake things up and get kooky with it. You know, we're nutty over here. DJ funk stuff. Gonna give it to you raw, gonna give it to you rough. Alright, so we got lots of these. We'll have mid-side processing like I showed, so you don't have to do two different things. You can just do one EQ. Let me go ahead and pull up the mastering EQ and show exactly what that is. That would be the BX200? MX200. So here we have the mastering EQ. This is really cool, really surgical. I really love this, especially on the bus for a guitar bus, because you can get really fine-tuned. And I'll show you exactly why. Here you go. Again, you have between... how many more you got to go? There you go. So you can do 20 different channels, and you can still randomize them here. Boom. There you go. You can set the mono. I tend to make my thing below like about 222. Could be any number you feel, but I do 222 usually. And I'm not so anal about that I have to, but somewhere around there. Whether I'm doing mid-sides, you know, whatever, or if I'm doing left-right. Give it a bit of stereo width, but I usually do that later on, as well as the THD, because that gives it like a little bit of nice bite. If you want to do mid-sides, you want to turn off the... You know, you need to... something's going to come through now. Maybe I have to go with... What you said... Fun. Is my big head in the way? Or did I turn myself? How about turn my first review off? No, of course not. I mean, my big head's probably been blocking shit this whole stupid time. Okay, so we got this set up for this. Now, one thing I like to do is set it to auto listen. What am I affecting? I didn't used to like this. Now I freaking love it. You can get surgical as shit. This is a sound you don't like. Let's go 3.5. told you, see how they differentiate and split, even though it's a single, it's one track. You're just processing the left side and the right side differently. Let's go ahead and get to it. So you can see how wide the cue is. You're just affecting that sound. Try around that area. I guess it would depend on what you're mixing for. If I was doing for the whole mix, but with the knot, I probably would drop out somewhere right there. And we split that signal from that to that, and we bring in you separate that, and then just in the mix, and then that you can do that for whatever you want to. If you want to process on the guitar, you want to process the lows through like a Mesa, or whatever, and like a Marshall, so it gets that, that gritty on the low end, but then like through a Mesa for the top end, or a Engel, or any of those things. You got it all at your disposal, because these aren't real, so you can just go ahead and just fucking play, just go nuts, man. Look at the list of amps, just go nuts, double stack them. Some with Glenn Drover, you got amp locker, you got all these, and then you got reamp 2, and this is just one. Again, I told you I've got the other one. I've got Pod Farm Platinum, which has easily got this much stuff in it. And stomp boxes, just there's no rules, just have fun. Amp locker is free. It comes with let's see if I can find it. It comes with just one amplifier, and that one amp, the rest of them are $5 each, so it's not that big of a deal. So this one comes free, and then there's some stock speaker cabinets, well, the default. Pardon me. Yeah, these are all the default cabs it comes with. Comes with all these speaker cabinets. That's it. Yeah, that was it. I haven't even tweaked with it. So the amps for amp locker, this one's free. Those speakers are free. And all of these amps are five. This one's like $9 for all three. This one's like 19 for all three because this one just came out. All of these are $5. And then you get to reamp it. You can buy each one of these that you want for $5. You can buy the whole pack for $99, I believe. These are all the amps in reamp 2. There's a reamp 2 that came out. You got high gain, crunch, full amps. Then the full amps have the actual clean, crunch, and that, and they're controllable by foot controller and all that stuff. But the other one, this head crusher, that's on. This is from 5dB5, and that is on Audio Assault's page. It's for their mixing. They have a bunch of mixing stuff on there for like $5. Audio Assault is awesome, dude. They have like all these kind of like they have a reverb, they have delay, they have this, they have a console, they have like all these different emulations of the console. They have the 551 compressor, 551 EQ, and then the 551 console. All dope, all look great, all have a great sound, all $5 each. If you get them on the right time, sometimes they have like 3-4 plugins for like $2. And then like their cabinets are like $5 per pack. Right now, I think all the old ones are $2.50. The new ones are $5. And they often have sales like you can get like 4 or 5, even if they're new, for like $10. Instead of like the price of 2, for the price of 1, you get like 3 or 4. It's just crazy. They actually, I feel like they actually give a shit about working musician. If they can come up with like a DAW that's as dope as that shit, fuck, dude. That's free. Amp Lock is free. And then if you need some more mixing stuff, this is free. Mix Locker. Yep, Mix Locker is free. And it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots and 9 pieces you can put in there. It shows you all the ones you don't have, but you can just turn that off, and then you have the ones that you do have: high pass, low pass, de-esser, or there's a noise. I guess there was a maybe on that one. Yeah, compressor there. Then you can build a vocal chain real fast right here. EQ, de-esser to get the S's out of there. And if you want a compressor on the back end, you could put that on there. But if you wanted to do like chorus and then reverb, there you go. You know, the channel. In fact, you can change some of the channel pieces with that. Do with the parametric EQ. That compressor with the black compressor. And if those aren't good enough for you, you can buy the whole pack. I think these are also $5 each, possibly, but they're also $49.99 for the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's extra, and you can even test them out if you want to check them out. And just, that's like the Manly. Come on now, go to the next one. Can you go to the next one? Where are you at? Motown. They look like a Pultec. Then under compressors, they got the distressor, LA2A, 76, a drum gate, I have a transient. They have a really nice transient control. Oh, it looks like they got 2 transient. Oh, nice. So you can double transient control that. That's fucking sweet. You can probably get a lot of snap. And then they got tape emulation. So, I mean, you can build racks. As you can see, you can just build a rack and then... That's what I thought it was going to be. I thought you could be able to build more. And see, you just keep adding that on, just keep making more. maybe not. But you can at least add on 2 more. What does this do? Notes. Okay. So you can put a note on this, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool if you could put a sticky. Anyways, we're going on how long? An hour, 2, 3, 75, 466 days a week. Hour and 30 minutes. That's good enough. Good enough helpful hinting and hopefully talking about spatial differentiation, ways to get space in there. If you don't have the splitter capability, duplicate the track and then pen one left and pen one right. Use the same EQ on there and just do the same EQ things I was talking about. Same thing. This just does it on one channel. So PreSonus has a lot of features that a lot of them don't have. And then with this, when you have an H10C, they're designed to work together, so they work really, really fast together. And it's kind of like having an Apple, you know what I mean? Because Apple, the hardware is the same. So you have you just need a CPU and the hard drive, and this does the audio processing, and then PreSonus does the audio recording. They just work hand in hand, and they just work really, really fast together. And yeah, lots of features that are new. That are, they definitely took like the old style and then brought some new features to it, which is really cool. But all that stuff can be checked out. Usually when you buy one of the studio versions, usually like I think there's a 2x2 with MIDI, and it's like $129 I think, and it comes with a free copy of PreSonus Studio One. Might be an older copy, but if you have an older copy, you can upgrade for cheap. They'll cross-grade you cheap. So anyways, I'm heading out. I got another couple to do. I have to make one of them short.